It's a new year, a new flavor, a new beginning, but it's still the same old Brown. What's up, fam? It's your man Andy Brown, live in effect, back on the air, giving you some real truth. But you know what? I couldn't do it alone. I had to look at myself in the mirror, I had to check some things out, and I had to realize I had to keep it real with the Realness 101. And not only could I do it myself, but I had to bring my good old fashioned sidekick and my road dog back in effect. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. The queen, media diva herself, the Realness 101. Yes, indeed, Miss Oatmeal Brown. How about that?
Booyah! What's going on, Andy Brown?
Oatmeal, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
And it's great to be seen. Live podcasting, giving y'all some real flavor, some real topics about real life situations, the only way we know how to do it.
The only way.
So what's been going on with you?
What hasn't been going on?
Haven't seen you in a while. Been missing. Been talking. Society. How about that?
A lot of things has happened since we've actually worked together.
Yeah.
I mean,
about that.
I've been on several different stations, as you have.
Right.
Co-hosting and helping build radio stations and shows and platforms, and I had my own radio station for a little while as well.
Right.
Doing some work behind the scenes versus, being on the microphone, which is really our first love. Our first love. Not just my first love, your first love too.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been on my grind working with different radio stations, even getting things to the point of where I wanted to move in a different direction than other people around me. So we finally had to make time to say, you know what? Things always work better in groups, and you can grow bigger, faster, and better when you put like minds together. They're chiming in already because they know it's going to be hot.
Right. That's
So
how
let's
it used
get down
to be.
to it. Talking about what's most important, folks, to go into a real life situation. Before you forget who you really are, first you have to forgive.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness indeed.
Forgiveness. Ooh. Forgiveness is huge. Forgiveness is really, really huge. A lot of times we feel that we have forgiven someone, but we really haven't.
Yes.
Sometimes the anger or whatever the situation may have been, you're just like, okay, this is what happened, but I'm not going to fool with that person no more.
Right.
I'm not going to deal with them no more on the level that we once, dealt with each other.
And sometimes you hold those old emotions in for so long that they can get cancerous, can bother you deep down in your spirit, and even cause you to not only have issues with other people, but find problems within yourself.
Definitely. And accountability.
Oh, yes.
And accountability is huge. And understanding of why there was a situation in the first place.
Accountability?
Yes, accountability.
Well, I can count the number of issues and people that I've had to deal with moving along the way, and actually learn not only to forgive them, but forgive myself for what I may have thought about them. Do you know how many people, how many problems I've gone through just in this past few years alone, getting to where we are right now?
I can only imagine. I mean, that's life, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes, like you said, you have to look that man in the mirror. You have to look him dead smack in the face.
Yours.
You have to let everything out, let everything go, and just take a real deep look.
Hers.
A real deep look.
Everybody.
At yourself.
Including you.
Yes.
So what we need to first off, ladies and gentlemen, is first off let you know that there's an era of forgiveness that has to not only come over you, but you need to see that firsthand. A lot of people really don't know what forgiveness looks like. Why? Because they're holding grudges. And I mean holding on, man. Holding on like it's the last supper. It's the last wing. It's the last chicken bone on the plate. And they just can't let it go. So we have to show you what forgiveness looks like.
Yes. Because I was holding on to that bone. I didn't want to let it go. I wasn't about to talk to Andy again. Are you serious?
What's wrong with me?
I had a lot of thoughts, a lot. I wanted to get the goons. I wanted to call the goons on Andy. I mean, he was a lot of names. And that goes to show that,
Well, cool though,
I am not free from those thoughts.
man.
You
Yeah.
know, I don't think anyone is free from those thoughts if you felt that someone hurt you in some form or fashion.
Right.
It's not just as, yeah, I may read scriptures. I read those scriptures and I read about forgiveness so I can heal and help myself. So I won't be thinking those negative thoughts or, thinking about the hurt or the pain. Because you don't want to repeat that stuff over and over again in your mind or even hold it in. So how do you flush it out? You've got to read the word and you got to impress that on your mind, and then you have to grow to forgive. Some people, maybe, they can forgive immediately or they can say it, but then you got to work on it. I'm one of those people that can say it, but then I have to work on it. I may not be able to be right up on that person depending upon what it is. And everybody that you forgive, you're not going to have the same relationship with them. That's not for everybody, but some people, you may come back full circle again.
Yeah.
Andy has come to me on several occasions over the years, and we was like, oh, okay, cool, we good. But that was that. Like, I wasn't interested in forming our relationship again.
She wasn't about that life.
Wasn't about that life. He was a hand to me. You know what that means? I'm not going to say it, But that's what I felt. And I could have, to me, I felt like maybe the way he did things or the way things ended, he felt a certain way about me as well. Because you just don't do that. But, what do you think about that?
I think
Now tell the truth.
it's real.
It's
She got
real.
a lot of scripture, listened to a lot of word, and I listen to a lot of Too Short. I listen to a lot of Snoop Dogg, and I listen to a lot of Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. Okay, a lot of this diverse language in there that all fickle down to leaving people alone, not even dealing with somebody, because that's kind of the way I felt.
Right.
But even in that type of a situation, we all know Dre, Cube, kind of bend their bonds, and they kind of made amends because they saw.
This is true.
But I think the time of us finding forgiveness is not only losing a friend on a deathbed, but actually losing a bond. So it's not to say that, oh my gosh, Jackie's gonna be gone, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna miss my friend, or hey, I'm on my deathbed, I need to kind of, get some things off my chest. It wasn't about that. More or less it was along the lines of, I recognize what's real. I recognize a real friend, I recognize a real person. Let me mend this up, because that's really what it's all about. So no matter what angle you want to come with it, folks, no matter what way you try to dissect it, you have to forgive from within in order for that thing to come on to fruition without outwards.
Yes.
So believe the truth. We're coming back
Yes.
like Cadillac seats, baby. We about to get all the way in. Just wanted to give you a small snippet of what you can expect from some real talk, from real people about real issues.
Right. And we had a real issue of our own, but look at God. He brought us back together.
Come a mighty long way.
Yes, he did.
And we about to go a mighty long way.
A
all
mighty,
the way
mighty
to the top.
long way.
So let's give y'all just a snippet. Tune in next time. Stick around. Log in, listen, and learn as we give y'all some hot fish grease flavor with some real topics each and every week.
What he said.